Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that matters to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. The Medina District Court has discharged the accused in the murder case of investigative journalist Ahmed Suale, following a directive from the Attorney General's office. Ahmed Suale, a key member of the Tiger Eye investigative team, was shot and killed in January 2019 by unknown assailants. His killing drew widespread condemnation and calls for justice, but the case has since made little progress. The suspect, Daniel Wusu Cranton, was arrested and charged with murder, abetment of murder in connection with the incident. During Tuesday's sitting on October 14th, the prosecutor, Chief Inspector Nana Efua-Banfor, informed the court that the Attorney General had advised that the case be discontinued. Following the prosecution's withdrawal, the presiding judge ordered Daniel Wusu be discharged. The development is expected to reignite public debate over the state's commitment to securing justice for Ahmed Suale, whose murder remains unresolved more than 6 years and still counting. Before I go straight to this, please, this is for me, take good care of yourself, no matter where you find yourself. Whether in your line of duty, whether in the house, wherever you find yourself, take good care of yourself so you don't end up in a way you wouldn't like it. Because I've grown to realize that if you're not careful and you die a foolish death, you like that is it. The people actually cause there to be walking about freely, whilst your soul will be hurting. Now, so let's move to Ahmed Suale's case. Ahmed Suale was killed, I was thinking 2021, but it was way back in 2019. Ahmed Suale was part of the Tiger Eye team, a group made of investigative journalists, and Anas Arimeyal was the lead of this particular group. And a time came where we saw the current aspiring flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party, Kennedy Japan, made a video saying that this is Ahmed Suale, an investigative journalist working with Anas Arimeyal. If you find him outside, kill him, beat him, do that, blah, 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 and so on. And it wasn't even up to a month. Then we had the bad news that Ahmed Suale was being stabbed. In fact, he was followed from his house. And he was being stabbed multiple times till he gave up the ghost. Now, this case has been in court for 6 good years and still counting, hoping to hear a very good news that the people behind this are jailed, or they are being made to face their punishment or dance to the tune of their own music. What did we hear? I had the shock of my life yesterday. And in fact, the person who actually broke this news to me, I kept asking Regina, are you sure they've discontinued this case? I went back to read it. Then I'll ask again, why would they discontinue this case? Everything was clear. The evidence were there that this man was actually stabbed. He didn't die a natural death. He was stabbed to death. Fortunately for us, we got hold of the people involved in it. Only for this back and forth issue 6 years. And to realize that the case has been discontinued by an order from the Attorney General. And now, Daniel Cranton, the accused person, has been allowed to go scot-free, paying a bail tune of 50,000. Case ne ewu. And as it stands now, I can say on authority that Ahmed Suale has died a foolish death. That is why I started by telling you that be careful. We live in a country where our judiciary is no longer to be trusted. And that is why I understand people who always tell you that because that is the only way they feel like a And you see, you having a case in court, it doesn't come easy. You pay. The lawyer that stands in for you, you pay him. You pay these lawyers to defend you. And as I said, it was evident that Ahmed Suale was killed. So now that the accused person has been allowed to go scot-free, what are they trying to tell us? And this is actually coming from the Attorney General. Now, yesterday, I also learned that for a case to be discontinued, then it means they've not gathered or they are not getting enough evidence against maybe the accused person. And so that also leads to discontinuing a case. But everything shows that this guy was murdered. We saw the video where he was being chased and stabbed in the chest. What communication went on? What is going on that we don't know as a country? The Attorney General needs to come and brief us, because as it stands now, I'm equally confused myself. They has to come and brief us why they've discontinued the case. So now Ahmed Suale is dead. The person who caused the death is walking about freely. What are we trying to say about our judiciary? What picture are we painting out there? And this is not the first time. We've seen instances where people murderers killed, innocent souls, butchered them and stored them in the freezer as if goat meat. And up till now, the culprits are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. And how do you expect us to have trust in our judiciary? How on earth do you expect us to have trust in our judiciary? I'm just waiting for the Attorney General. Maybe he can convince us enough why he actually discontinued or give the orders for this particular case to be discontinued. Because it doesn't make sense. In fact, everybody was waiting that we will hear a good news. Wouldn't it be nice that, oh yes, after 6 years of back and forth and all that, this person has been sentenced to maybe death penalty. This person has been sentenced to maybe 10 years or 20 years imprisonment with hard labor. Even the ghost of this man will rest in peace. But now I'm sure his soul is resting in pieces. Because he didn't die a natural death. And the only hope, which is the judiciary and the court, has failed us. Our judiciary has failed us. Big time. They've really failed us. This is not what we want to see. If you're doing this, are you not actually advocating for people to murder others and have their way? Indirectly, that is what you are communicating. It clearly paints a picture that you can actually go and do something and then walk away freely. If not, then I'm sure there is more to be revealed in this particular case. Because this Ahmed Suale's death is not only linked to Daniel Cranton. It started somewhere before it ended up on him. So all those people involved, they need to be held accountable for their act. If you are doing this, what are you saying? What picture are you painting? What are you telling us as Ghanaians? We've seen instances where people steal goats, people steal sheep, people steal plantain, and they are being jailed. And then we see cases where a human being butchered his fellow colleague, and then they are being allowed to go scot-free, and then you come out telling us that you've discontinued the case just like that. It doesn't tally. It doesn't add up. To the Attorney General, please. We want to understand this particular issue. You have to come and brief us why this death of Ahmed Suale for 6 years now has been discontinued, with the corporates allowed to go scot-free on a bail term. Thank you for making time with me on this.